Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Talk with Tawny. All dressed up and nowhere to go? Don't you worry, I have your solution. Today we're going to be talking about booking your intimate wedding and event space. Hi everyone, I'm Tawny Nolenberger, your favorite wedding planner, and this is Talk with Tawny, your merry source to weddings. Our goal is to create, educate, and have a ridiculously good time. So my friends, if you want to know more about the wonderful world of weddings, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I bring you new videos every Tuesday. As I mentioned, our wedding world right now is ever changing. One of the biggest issues couples are running into right now when downsizing their wedding, thanks to coronavirus, is finding their intimate venue space. We are at the hottest new venue in Vista, California. It is called the Boardroom, and I am here today with owner David Alan Holtze about booking the Boardroom. So David, please shimmy your way on over.
Hi.
Hi. How's it going?
Great, thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you all for coming as well.
This place is dope. It's so cool. So David, we're gonna put you in the hot seat. 5 questions, maybe more. Favorite color, go.
Turquoise.
Turquoise. What's your favorite food?
Pizza.
Pizza, pepperoni or cheese?
Everything.
Oh, all right, to go along with that pizza, what is your favorite cocktail?
Old fashioned, for sure.
Ooh, bourbon or whiskey?
Bourbon. Or just straight bourbon.
A man after my own heart.
Yeah.
Okay, if you had a superpower, what would it be?
Fly, of course. Yeah, I'd like to fly.
All right.
Sure.
How many questions was that? Was that 5? That was 5.
That was the fifth question. That was the fifth question.
That was the 5th question. All right, David, tell us a little bit about yourself and your business.
So I started out creating a food truck 10 years ago. It's called Green Truck. I wanted to do something good for the environment, and I loved food. I watched cooking shows. Before there was even Food Network, there was PBS and The Frugal Gourmet, and I just became obsessed with watching cooking shows. I never became a chef, but I would cook for friends. So I combined those two passions, wanting to do something good for the earth and food, and created a biodiesel-powered organic food truck. Fast forward 5 years, I realized catering was really where I could scale the business. I really enjoyed doing weddings, and then created Harvest Kitchen. Similar ethos, just more of a focus on rustic, elegant catering. And then I discovered this place. There's a big, beautiful kitchen in back here. That was why I got it, but this space was a blank canvas, and we created an intimate dining room experience here called the Boardroom.
Obviously, we talk about this a lot on the show. What a crazy, crazy year we have had. So your business being in catering and now taking on a new venue, how are you adjusting to the current COVID-19 pandemic that we have?
Yeah, it's been a roller coaster. I'm sure everyone can agree. We kind of paused for a bit, rather than reacting in the situation and trying to experiment with things with such an ever-changing landscape. We kind of paused and worked on, polishing our business as a catering company, and then we started looking at this space more, and that's when the light bulb went off for me. I'm like, this is my pivot, right? We've had this venue space for a bit. We never envisioned it a wedding venue. It's been used for birthday parties, social gatherings, things like that. But then with COVID, and we saw this trend of micro weddings, right? And we've had to deal with clients who've had to reschedule their wedding 3 times. And we feel awful for them, and we took a new look, like with a new pair of eyes at the Boardroom. It was like, well, we could really make this a rad, either just a ceremony and reception site, or just reception site. And that's been how we've adjusted. We've also brought on Suhair, Refined by Suhair, to help us bring this space to light and let more people know about it. So we're really excited, and we're opening our doors soon. We're having an open house here for people to get to experience the space, and just make it really easy for people to plan their wedding. Like, big extravagant weddings are awesome, don't get me wrong. I miss the big 150 person beautiful weddings, but for people that want a more intimate experience where you actually get to talk to every guest, we feel is important given this new kind of landscape. So that's that's what we're doing with this new reality.
I love it. I love it so much, and I completely agree. You know, you could still have your wedding, you guys, even though you're downsizing, and it could be as equally awesome, if not even better than it was before. You know, some of the perks about having an intimate dinner party, you know, you have more one-on-one time with your guests. You're able to save money. It's less stressful because you kind of, you're not booking as many tables and chairs and plates and things like that. And you could really beef up your dinner menu. So say if you want to add just some more courses to that and have a really kind of refined dinner for your guests, that's always an option too, which is really, really great. So when we talk about intimate space, what are we talking about as far as capacity goes in the boardroom?
Right, we've thought a lot about this, and the max number that we've come up with is 42.
Okay.
One, it's a great, just it works really well within the space, it's not too crowded, but also it's kind of a good number. You and your partner get to each choose 20 closest guests. And I think that really focuses on the people you really want at your wedding. So we felt that was a really good number, but if someone wanted to do 25 people or something, it's up to you. But up to 42, I think is like a really, really great number.
I love that number. I had 40 guests at my wedding and I had a ridiculously good time. I mean, speaking of kind of less stress and maybe a little less planning with places like the boardroom, you're considered kind of more of an all-inclusive venue. So can you tell us a little bit more about what that means for you guys and maybe some of the perks that come along with the space? Yeah,
so we really wanted to make it kind of a rental-free situation for the most part. You know, I'm also personally addicted to wood, so there is a hardwood, beautiful design craftsmanship in this room that just comes with the space. So we have tables, chairs, basic, white plates, silverware, napkins, glassware, everything, so that it's really easy. And then the design of the space is kind of in a more like rustic, modern look to it, because then we can transform the space really easy. There's no real set design. We also installed some really cool lighting that you guys can't see, but we can I can control it with my iPhone, like different colors, landscapes, and everything, which designers really love. So we really wanted to make the base of it kind of plug and play, and then allow people to either a la carte, design their wedding here, or with the help of Suhair, we've established an all-star team of vendors. We're calling it the Peace of Mind package, so that we have handpicked the best in the business in the area to make your wedding perfect, and you don't have to make all those decisions. DJ, florals, decor, everything, and then all the little touches if you want to have a photo booth, if you want to do something unique, and then of course our bar, which is what we call a BYOB bar. So you bring the booze, we make it for you. You can go as simple as beer and wine or especially cocktails, and our lead bartender Ethan is amazing. He's super fun. He'd be right back here making all your guests cocktails. So we really wanted to make it plug and play, but also give you the option to make it your own,
I love that. You could bring in your own style, but they have so much this space. I can't wait to give you guys some kind of behind the scenes on it. And it really is that easy. You just call them up, make sure your date's available, and everything will come with the space. And coming from the planning side of things, especially when you guys are changing your wedding right now, if you have to, and downsize, I can't stress enough how easy that is for you than bringing everything into an empty space and kind of starting from scratch. So that's such a huge perk, and that's really awesome that you guys offer those services. And that makes you stand out, I would say.
I think so. I don't know of many that do that in a small, atmosphere like this. There probably are some, but I don't know of them. And that's what we wanted to do, is make it really easy but fun also. And of course, like the food. I mean, we're Harvest Kitchen. We've been doing this for a long time, and our food's awesome, and our service is awesome. So you get to have that in addition, right at your fingertips, where you're not bringing a caterer in when most venues don't have a kitchen on site. So then you're paying for all the rentals, where a lot of catering companies will sneak that in at the end, like, oh, we have to tack on $1,000 for the kitchen rental. All those things are just taken care of with the space. That's another thing. There's not many venues that have a kitchen on site.
No.
And that way, your food is super fresh, prepared right here by our team, all organic, seasonal, amazing.
And speaking of amazing food, we have executive chef Josh over here. So you can expect this guy to fill your bellies up with love and great food.
Yeah, come have some tacos with us. He's the taco king.
Taco King.
He can do anything.
So where can people find you? Where can they find the venue space? Where are you guys kind of maybe advertising? Or I know you mentioned you have an open house coming up, which is cool.
Yep. So the open house is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, September 29th through October 1st. You can find information about the time slots and everything. We're making it COVID friendly, okay? So we have sign up time slots where there'll be no more than 25 guests here. So you sign up for your time slot, and we're going to have music, food, drinks, everything really fun, and gather in a safe way, because I feel like we need it, especially people in the industry or just people who are considering having their wedding. Like, we want people to have fun and enjoy themselves. So we're really excited to open up our doors. So you can find out about that at Book the Boardroom is our Instagram.
I'll link it below.
That's also our website, booktheboardroom.com. You can learn more about Harvest Kitchen at our website. And then if you're on the Knot, we just created a new storefront on the Knot for this venue. So any one of those avenues, and that's where you can click on the link and sign up to join the open house.
That's great. Thank you for sharing. You guys, I can't stress enough how important your venue is for your wedding day. It is one of the first vendors that you're going to book, and they often get booked up 1 to 2 years in advance. So make sure you pick a couple dates. Call up the Boardroom if you guys are having to change your wedding plans in the next year due to COVID-19. Make sure you follow up with the open house. Come check out the Boardroom space out in Vista. Well, thank you again so much for having us and coming on the show today, or for me coming to your amazing space. I had a ridiculously good time.
Yeah, me too.
If you guys learned something new or just enjoyed our show today, make sure you hit that like button or share with a friend. Our business is based on referrals, and we'd love to connect with someone new. As always, stay creative and be legendary.